Welcome guys to the weekly markets analysis, and let's analyze some markets today. So what I'm basically doing in those videos, I'm laying the framework, the foundations for me trading over the week. And if I'm just scalping or if I'm day trading, I still want to have a higher time frame picture in mind and what the asset is doing. So that's why I make those videos. And one more thing, both of my video trading psychology program and indicators are on sale right now until my kiddo is born. There is a 15% off for them. What you need to do, just click the link down below and it will redirect you to the Teachable, and you can use the coupon code TeddyBear. So, well, that's enough about the introduction, and let's go to my favorite asset, which is Euro USD, as you already know. So, well, not many things changed over last week. We had a really nice price action in the stopping area, but basically, if you see the picture, we are still in the 125,430 to 106,500 range on the weekly, and it will last probably a year or two or three. It's just a big range. So if you consider Euro USD, it is in this range since I started trading, somewhere here. So it's not really important, but in general on the weekly we are in the uptrend. So I will be more inclined with my trading to go long most of the time. Sometimes I will short it because 1 week is a hell of a lot of opportunities on the short-term time frames, which I'm really big fan of. And what you can see right now, well, this is what we spoke last time, a lot of zones. We have this general range, and I was talking about if it retraces to 121, I will be happy to catch it. It didn't retrace to 121, exactly 121,330 to the daily 21 EMA, and as you can see by EMAs, it's technically still going up, and what I'm looking into for it to reach 123 finally, most likely this or in 2 weeks. If it doesn't go lower. So far the daily 21 is offering a support, and not only the daily 21, but we are in the liquid zone right now, which offered a lot of resistance for the price action since December 2020. And right now we're grinding, Euro USD is actually grinding its way up to the top. So what to watch? Well, the stochastics on the daily are kind of trying to get down, so it will incline probably more pressure to the downside if just going by stochastics. There is a bearish divergence here on the daily, so which kind of played out. I would be looking for the coming week. Still, this is my working range, and I will be looking for it to retrace at least like to 121,650-ish. And mostly trading this range until it breaks it, with closing my longs if it gets to 123. This is like my close long area, and wait for the response, because it was a general very big resistance over last year. So Euro USD is so bullish. Honestly, what I think, it may, after reaching this area or probably a little lower, it may consolidate here a while. If it wants to get a little higher, it has to build up some more momentum, but basically on the weekly stochastics are still up. So, well, pick your bets. This is what I'm looking for. So basically trading this range from 121,660 to 122,400-ish, and if it breaks it one way or the other, I'm happy to trade the other range. And this is how I like to go with forex. Take your money and run away. No holds here. No hodling. It's not crypto. So let's go to the Gbp USD, and also the same story as on the other pictures. So what we had here, I'll just remove the I'll remove the fibs. So basically still in the range, the bigger range, it is at the resistance. So even if I am highly bullish on it, because I am bearish on the US dollar, it's kind of a tricky zone to play. So probably a lot of sell-offs, a lot of fake outs, and looks like on lower time frame, like 4 hour, it is consolidating here. So I will be still looking for potential resolution to the upside, but because it is at the top of the range, so I have to you know, account that for my trading and not to be overly aggressive with my longs here. What I will be looking for, daily close above this, above 140 to 570, 580 will be good. To confirm at least that it at least wants to go to the upside. And my next zone, I'll just adjust it a little. Okay, now it's better. So 146 400, possibly the wicks to 147 580, but this is on the weekly. It can take fucking long time, so not really looking at it. On the daily, as you can see, a lot of resistance here, but because it's spending some time here, well, I'm still looking for it to resolve to the upside. Probably some grind, some take to the 140 670, and this is like, if I was to call a range here, like a short term for this week, this is like 139 880. This is like my buy level, probably even a little lower, but still thinking about price action being basically at the resistance. And you know what technical analysis says, like, go with the support and resistance. So buy the support, sell the resistance, and do not do it the other way. Okay, so this is Gbp Usd, and let's go to Gbp Jpy, which is way more bullish than Gbp Usd. It already made technically it made a higher high on a weekly, accounting for this. But what I will be looking, another daily close, and it will be really nice price action here. So yeah, at the resistance, looking like it wants to break. If it breaks, I will be targeting 162.34, because as you can see, and I will remove my zones, this is my main range on my dynamic support and resistance indicator. Right now we are in the middle of this range, so I will be looking still long-term bullish. You can see the EMAs here, all of them sloping up, 21, 55, 100, 200 also sloping up. So well, it's bullish. So nothing more I can say here. If I go to the lower time frame, well, some retracement probably to the bottom. If it wants to go higher, well, as I said, 164 600, that will be a good target for it. Okay, so let's go to Australian dollar, US dollar. This one is complicated. Okay, so what do we have here? The resistance, bouncing off the resistance, still above 21 EMA. If I was to looking for buy it, 1.76020 would be a perfect target. I'll go to daily, and daily is also bullish. Stochastics are going to the bearish zone, so probably this is what we probably spoke last time. Reaction from the resistance, coming back down. We have the next resistance here. My main basically trading range will be this one for this week. So if it goes here, most likely buy. If it breaks it, then it takes it to the 0.74-ish. I'm not really trading it. I don't feel too much comfortable with analyzing it, but well, this is what TA says to me, and it sometimes works, sometimes don't. DAX, Frankfurt Germany Exchange Index, still at the resistance which we drew last week. Still my main trading range here. So if it breaks, it's still in a price discovery. So well, it's gonna go high as it can, as it wants, and it's so bullish. Everything is bullish. Weekly uptrend, daily uptrend, some consolidation here under the resistance. Looks more or less okay here. So I will be looking for longs along the daily 21 EMA, which provided a really nice 21 and 55 EMA, which I use for support and such trending price action. It's looking really nice here and governing the price action. So yeah, I would be looking for it to resolve to the upside, or it puts a top. I don't know. It's a lot of, as you can see, a lot of indecision here, a lot of buy pressure and also sell off from this resistance here. Gold, I forgot to get gold going last time, So let's go with gold. Gold seems easy, seems nice. The resistance is around $1,950. This is what I'm looking at the top here, more or less correct. As you can see with my main trading range, we had a retracement to almost 382 fib retracement. Now it's going up. It's in the uptrend. You can see on the weekly. It is on a daily, so any touch to the daily 21 EMA will be a buy for me. It's still looking good. Stochastics in the critical zone, bullish. Nothing I can say more, although I will be hesitant to hold my trade if I was long on it higher than $1,950. This is like the resistance coming here, and if it wants to break it, I would expect it to grind a little and then try up to the upside. So this is gold. Gold is bullish. Everything is bullish, just crazy. Not everything. Oil. Same story from the last week, still at the resistance, and you can see the price action consolidating here under the resistance. It's more or less it's good. You can see the daily stochastics are still up. They cross to the upside. Weekly are still, well, they are still in a bullish control zone. They are like sloping to the upside even, but there you can see at this resistance there is a lot of sell pressure. So this is like shown by my indicators, and well, I'll be still looking for the upside with this. If it crosses the $70 mark, I'll be looking for a price action to go to 78.6, and if it crosses, then we had this 86.4 target with potential 88.8 with the wick up, which will be a really good good price action. It's so bullish. So, well, on most of those markets, as you can see, guys, I can't say this is my main trading range on oil. If I was to trade it around $60 to $68, if I was to go a little more short term, I would put it here to 65, so $65. If it hits there, it will be a buy for me. If it wants to break it, then go to the next range and lower targets. So all is good, and let's go to BTC, which is funny because this is the only asset which I'm analyzing today, and it's not bullish. So I just found that I should have another zone here because it's providing a lot of support so far for the price action. But let's go back to the weekly. So we had a top here, really nice top, distribution, come back down 50%. It's like crazy. If it happened on the traditional markets, I mean, it would be insane. So what I'm really patient into looking into is this weekly. So if it closes anything below where I did match it, what is it, $34,700 for one BTC. Crazy for something which has absolutely no fundamental value, but well, it's price tells the truth. So if it crosses below $34,700, I will be more bearish at it, and I will be looking for the price action to go down to $23,000 using my main range. If we go to a daily, daily is kind of complicated and not, because I like using EMAs, you know, and so far it looks like BTC found the bottom here. That's why I added this zone around what is it, $34,000, which if it breaks on a daily, then it's natural for the price action to go lower and seek for the support coming here. So this support, this guardian of the BTC, let's call it around $29,000 up to 30, it's kind of a pivot point for me. So if it breaks through here, the party is over. Okay, so far it's still trying to find support. What if coming next week? Well, if it wants to climb a little higher to test the top of this range, which I can mark here. So this is the range on a daily, up to, let's say, $40,000. It still will be ranging. So this is what it tells me. I don't see it as an actual bottom placed in. It doesn't look for me like a bottom. Look to me like a bottom. It did look a little last week, but if we use our replay tool, well, it was more bullish because we had a bullish divergence and the bulls had some hopium coming in. It doesn't look so good here. So yes, it finds the support, and we are in the range right now, and it can stay in this range for a while. So this is like I'm trading it. I'm not really trying to hold anything for too long here, especially longs. But basically, if it breaks this 34,600, well, I'm looking lower. Right now, nothing to be really excited about if it comes to being bull on the BTC. On a daily, it's in half of the range, on the main range, where the bottom is of this range, $9,200. I wonder, I don't think it will come so low. What I think it may go, if it turns out to be bearish really, to $21,000, $22,000. This is like my ultimate bottom for now. If it crosses it, if it starts closing daily, weekly below it, I will be surprised, and most likely it can turn to a little bigger shit than it is right now. What I'm looking at on a daily, well, 21 crossed with 100 EMA, and it provided some sell-off. I'm looking for this cross with the 55 EMA also to provide some sell-off, and the next crosses. So if I'm using crosses, it's like I just want all of them to be done for the price action to finally pick up. If it wants to pick up, it has the last chance here. So closing daily like this and weekly, it gives it a chance to go higher to $40,000. And if it breaks this area, yeah, I'll be looking for potential bottom. And so far, it doesn't look like a bottom to me. It doesn't look like Wyckoff also, because many people bring up Wyckoff, and honestly, it doesn't look like one. That's all I can say. It looked like here, okay? So if we go back in time, and yeah, it's possible Wyckoff thing, yeah, and everybody gets on the long train. What BTC does then, it shreds all the bull's dreams, and well, it's so bearish. What you need to do in such situations, it's really easy. You go to this time frame, let's say 4 hour, and right now, lower highs, lower lows, bearish. So far, we have a potential higher low here on the 4 hour, but then if we go to a daily, we have a lower low here. Funny. So it's so lower highs, lower lows. It's bearish. It's going down so far. So I'm not trying even to be a hero and longing it here. I'll wait for it to resolve this main range with the top around 40,600, and then assess from there. So if I want to go long, I will go above, probably some retest and confirmation. If I want to go short, yeah, I was plenty of times short so far on BTC. So it's like, for me, it's a clear story here. Distribution, dump, retrace, dump, and let's see where the bottom is. And once the bottom is placed, then it will be time to play long. So far, I like my fingers too much to stop catching knives. And honestly, if I catch a knife, I will just do it for a scalp. I'm not trying to hold anything. So, well, all the assets bullish and BTC bearish. That's fascinating. That's a new word money here. Okay, I'll stop teasing on BTC. Guys, this is all from my analysis. Well, basically, just to remind my main trading ranges for the coming week on Euro USD 121,700 up to 122,400. Let's make it roundish. No need to make a pharmacy here. Gbp USD at the top of the range. If it comes to 139,870, it will be a buy for me. Gbp Jpy actually crossing the top of the range on the weekly, and also I want to see a confirmation. So for now, if I want to look on Gbp Jpy, the next range, the top of the range will be coming somewhere here. Let's make it more or less like this. So let's call it 162.5 500. This will be like the next range I'm thinking on this next movement, if it really confirms the crossing it. So far, any dump to daily 21 EMA is a buy for me on Gbp Jpy. Australian dollar a little more hesitating here. Probably will try a little lower to 0.76, although it's still technically on a daily more or less bullish. It's just consolidating here, so nothing I can say. Anything I will play 78,680 to 76. That's Australian dollar, US dollar. DAX on the move to the upside at the resistance, trying to cross it. Gold the same. The top target is $1,950. Oh, it's at the resistance right now. If it crosses it, I will be looking to 78.5. Downwards, it will be 61.5. And with BTC, it's still bearish. 33.6 is a critical area for me, and I'm watching it. So I hope you liked this video, and well guys, see you in the next one.